Good peoples, please provide us with a title for tonight's play, never before written, nor heard, nor performed, and never to be performed again. Of course not.
The unicorn prances.
The unicorn prances.
The unicorn prances.
It begins with a bottle. Aye. 'Tis a lonely life in a lonely town, beyond the reach, in the farmlands where ancient mystic creatures once lived. Aye, 'tis the unicorn I speak of, and once did prance upon this proud nation. Pranced with a fearful thunder of iron wolf and snorting nose. And unicorn did, with lovely visage, be a part of every young girl's fantasy, in a time when young girls braid the hair of lovely unicorn, lovely maid, and every man's nightmare, with roaring voice and nightly gallops. What sound harks in the darkness? 'Tis the unicorn.
'Tis the sound of friendship. 'Tis the sound of love and affection, and of all the things that we most treasure.
And revenge, and madness, and death,
And romance.
the unicorn prances.
Gentle servant.
Oh.
Why so gently do you prance about this estate? For his lordship has demanded a great feast this evening.
I, with greater than food to come, greater even than coupons for food, greater than even the eyeing of a dish that your friend or someone small is eating, knowing that you shall have the extra.
And what gift, what lovely thing have you brought here, young servant?
A lovely thing it is, for promise of love for our master have I.
Ah, for master, a name you should not call him, for he be so high that he goes below, and master no more becomes, for slave is a circular thing. 'Tis reason that is not my strong suit.
No, Herald, stay in thy tower, and reason be in a fine circle. Draw near and close it off, and keep thee happy. I am the real world operate, and in this world hast found a suitor for whoever 'tis you serve.
Aye, a suitor for my master. He will be most pleased. 'Tis a prince from a faraway nation. 'Tis
Nay, a prince. Nay.
Nay, 'tis a prince from the unicorns.
Aye.
I just guessed that.
One need not guess. 'Tis graffitied upon the wall. Our leader, for lack of a word that thou shalt give me, is clearly bewitched with the thing. And we shall stick it him.
Do you want to give a master a servant? I mean a suitor. A suitor is a servant, but what is a suitor? But a servant who is tied to one in love and affection.
Good Harold, wouldst it violate it?
I had a suitor once.
I had not thought that. I asked thee and heard a no in response.
'Tis true. Once I was a lord, but then I was beaten down in the wars. And now...
Beaten up? Is it circular?
'Tis...
Continue, lonely Harold, who had once not been so lonely.
Then I was enslaved by our master, and our master put me up in this tower, and I have been locked up here ever since, and yet reason I circular things up here, and I watch the servants and the cattle go by, and hear tale of unicorns.
'Tis your graffiti. Thou hast drawn the unicorn lovingly upon the parapet.
I say your likeness is great.
I've tried to be an artist these past few years.
Well, I should not serve a terrible, vile overlord who enslaves those in the hearts of love.
Well, it's not that bad.
Well, if thy love is not that bad, I shall perhaps move it on to another way.
No, nay, for you must bring the master suitor, for he is a bitter disposition. I spoke to sadly because of my own previous marital experiences.
Married you were.
Yea.
'Tis not much of a thing, and married you were. Hold you love cheap. Oh.
Nay, I was enslaved, and then people took my life away.
Thou had the syndrome that is finally Stockholm. Just a few more rounds till bed.
Good Claudette. You take care of me in the way no nurse ever has. I've been alone. Alone for a long time, Claudette. I thought today was the day I was going to receive new love.
It being Wednesday?
Yes, 'tis a Wednesday that I am provided with love. 'Tis a Thursday that I am provided with remorse. And 'tis a Friday that I get crunk again.
Did remind me, are we keeping the vegetation?
Lay it off, for I want a pretty face.
Being pleased.
Being it Wednesday for love. And love on shall I, for tonight is the night that I am to meet this new master from foreign lands.
Oh, 'tis happening tonight. I have the present prepared for thee.
Oh. Present? Well, dear Claudette, this is not a proper transaction.
Oh, please forgive me, good Lord, for I have outstepped the bounds of my professional nursery and gone headlong in this sentimentality.
I'll forgive it. You have not a face that I can stay angry at for long.
Good.
Bring here.
I survived many a bitter master with this face.
It is a lovely face.
I was hiding it in plain sight. A saddle it is, of the finest leather, embossed by artisans.
'Tis the saddle of my ancestors. When once a unicorn was rid, we rid them proudly. We rid and rid the unicorn as proud servants to the god of the above. The horn spoke to us in times of crisis.
Aye, 'tis been a long time. One hears not that word rid no more. There were herds, great hell. Herds of thy fathers and thy grandfathers before thee, the great unicorn lords of old, galloping gaily in borders of pure gossamer and sheer fabric.
'Twas a fancier time. It was a time when lovers loved on, when music was played, and when my family was proud. And yet now, we have fallen to solitude.
What?
For the unicorns went away. Where they went, no one knows.
I sit already in the saddle.
It feels good to be on the saddle of my ancestors.
Where did they go?
'Tis an answer I know not. Dear Claudette, you've heard my stories before. I need not chime on.
Perhaps this new master will take me on that adventure. And my birthright to reclaim.
'Tis a new master indeed. And as such, you will find happiness, Claudette.
Oh, thou shouldst not care about me.
For thou hast been a lonely nurse. I Isolated here with me?
Isolated nurses are good. We're no good in pairs.
That's not what I mean. I've seen your sad disposition.
Is it so obvious?
Tis.
The face.
'Tis a face of happiness that you put on for me, I know it. I know it well.
'Tis true, I answer so much of thy fan mail. I would that one letter do come to me by accident. There are times when your name do remove and read a little note pretending to be me, changing all the genders.
You were a girl when my father found you, in that orphanage so tiny.
Tiny orphan.
We thought you were quite extinct, the last your kind.
How it lives and breathes the unicorn. What wonders God hath created. What wonders Noah hath forgotten on the ark and here.
Aye, 'tis I, the last unicorn.
Thou art fallen quite low. White, you call that color.
We are not the same as we once were. We have disheveled, our horns crooked, our once proud race fallen into ruin. But what of you, gentle human?
Gentle? I come to capture thee. A good reward to find for a hideous.
We shall not call him master, perhaps. The do not to be named. He wants thee. He loves thee.
Ah, I will not. I cannot find myself with humans any longer. You know, you're not the first mystic hunter that has come to these woods. Come looking for me. I will slay thee with my crooked horn!
I was going to laugh at that, then saw I a pile of bones.
Was carcass that beat my wretched belly, for it aches.
Hungry for human flesh? Unicorn, that is not in my book. There were tales that by day thou springeth in the meadow, with virgins and maids of sorts, and then by night thou extractest horrible vengeance upon the mortals which shackle thee to this plane.
'Tis true. As a proud race that once resided in a celestial sphere far beyond this world, we fell far, further than the angels fell when Lucifer betrayed and sang his song to the gods.
So, in the celestial hag, you got higher than the thou father, ye with horrible demon in hell, your Lord, worse than that.
'Tis true. What I'm saying is earth is worse than hell.
That drives me to capture the unicorn. Kill me not, crooked horn, wretched story and evil revenges. Perhaps I can find, although the stars I cannot climb. What needest thou to find happiness?
What needeth I but good company? Come, gentlemen. I see thee and I see a friendly face. Seriously. 'Tis been a while since I've just spoken to a human like mano a mano.
Having no hands, that is tricky. But what's I'll enjoy. Let's shoot the shit a little. I'm not taking.
That remains to be seen. And yet a test you must pass. For
there it is.
For I have but 3 questions, and questions have I 3.
Jump down in time as well as space. Never mind. Give me you're at the one point, yes.
'Tis question 1. What happened to the humans when the unicorns left?
Oh, 'tis a tale told much o'er. unicorns leaving, to drive the men mad, for no joy was there in Mudville or Anyville. The women stopped singing songs, the men stopped chasing women. We all died for lack of breeding, like pandas we were.
Tis a tale told over and over, extinction upon extinction, many, many eras of the world have I seen.
Thou art the universal Marvin Gaye.
Tis not a reference I understand.
Going for the time thing.
Question 2. What is tasty with human flesh?
As the shirt be, if I had to say, human being, chicken, chicken being, fowl, fowl being, white being, white being, white wine, Pinot Noir, and a good Greek salad.
Tis lovely.
But I am a lowly outlaw that eats but scraps.
But know thee well of food. Last question. Tis true you are the master in disguise, yea?
Thou seest me through.
I know master when I see one. For my kin are all masters. And a master is not slain. A master will be respected.
Come back with me, oh unicorn.
Tis the first human to touch my organs. The sinews of his flesh resting upon the cartilage of my lord.
It's a cartilage, it's not like a bone or a...
And though my horn be crooked, I see this master, and I feel a great love and respect. Maybe, human, 'tis the time I will go with thee, and I will reveal myself. And though the last unicorn I be, I will live on, and I will preserve the memory of my kind for your species.
To the castle. So the preparations be made.
Yeah, and I was not part of any of them. I just watched.
As they returned, and one of the maids. I haven't seen any maids.
No maids yet, but I have it on good word that maids are coming. Maids are coming to this feast, this banquet that the master provides.
I can't find it. A family, a love, anything. It's better than just hanging out all the time.
'Tis true, simple servant, you've been a lovely companion these many moons, and yet now I would see thee off with a maid, and I be locked in this tower still.
Oh, my horrible lifelong regret. Hear me prancing about living and talking of loving.
Look, just a servant, please. I have one inquiry of thee. If tonight thou wouldst give good ear to the master, tell him that I am very sorry for what I've done, and I'm ready to go.
Of course. What can one man do for another? But clear his name, perhaps woo in his stead. To the feast! Thou truly were brave to go disguised and fetch that last unicorn. Wherever didst thou go to look?
Aye, for I followed up upon some ladies that I had. A criminologist, I fancy myself. I found clues. I've been looking hither and thither across the lands.
Hither and thither. I wouldst have looked near and far, but
Tis a semantic thing.
I've given us so much of the kingdom, and I'm sure the ladies were any day now here. There be a herald, surely mistakenly misplaced on the circle of the aristocracy, and the spotted herald, denied wife, stolen away,
Locked in town hall.
logics and circles. Thou knowest him?
I do. 'Tis a gentle chap, but one that has lost his marbles, so to speak.
So thou keepst him and cannot release him or show him the least kindness. For he seems to love and learn and need and breathe as we all do.
Nay, 'tis a delicate thing. A life of a human. You would learn this if Master became you. For Master's delicately solved problems. Problems delicate that are political and all kinds of, it's just really shitty, you know?
Tell me about it.
I was a boy. My father, a master before me, was tasked with a delicate mission. A wife he had, and yet the princess in another castle he was to wed.
This horrible sin, this adultery, it is what drove the unicorns away.
It is a long mystery that thou was just solved.
So it's you.
Aye.
Brought your own executioner. Your own execution.
Yes.
Putting it in.
Yes, gentle. Yes, gentle unicorn. You're coming to me. Thou standest up straighter.
Before we strike the final blow, standing very straight.
Aye. 'Tis a day that I wanted all to see. Gentle peoples of the feast! Gentle ladies that we are to wed.
There are ladies, I just wanted to just be clear that they were okay.
They just locked in. I speak to you now as your master. What thinketh you of the unicorns? Tis not a very indifferent response.
They can't not believe in what has befouled the air of love, but we unicorns drink it like water.
And this unicorn has a claim upon my life, so gentle people, I give me a choice. The unicorn as my executioner for my foul deeds and the deeds of my family.
Yes.
See? Do it! 'Twas just one option I gave you.
Master, but I'll free the herald who looks for love. Really, you don't have any different guys.
To Master, 'tis been 27 years and I'm asking for forgiveness right now. 'Tis a sad day, Master. At least if you're going to die today, let me free.
If I am to die for that love which is false, then thou canst live for that which is true. Go, herald. There was a door the whole time.